Most people outside of language scientists and linguists are not surrounded with different types of languages on a daily basis. Usually we are surrounded with the same type of languages and we might take them for granted. So one might assume that all languages have the same structure or the same verb structure, or that all languages are read from left to right, which seems the most logical thing ever. But indeed, there are fascinating languages all around the globe which are written in all kinds of ways. For example, the Mongolian language is written from top to bottom. And obviously, the way how you acquire text and how you read will massively affect of how you live your life as well. How you have the spatial understanding of where letters are and, how you acquire information in general. The fact that there are so many different languages written from left to right, from right to left, and top to bottom, and all kinds of different ways, makes you think that, there needs to be a reason for that. There quite possibly is, but language scientists are actually not sure yet. But they have some pretty good guesses. Now, the first theory, which actually makes a lot of sense, is that the way how we write came from the fact of how the language was written. So, for example, some Asian languages that are written from top to bottom are written in such a way because they were written on scrolls and it was logical to do it from top to bottom. And you might imagine that it's indeed easier to write from top to bottom, holding the paper with your hand. And now the languages that are written from right to left are mainly in the Middle East. And the theory is that they were mainly written on stone tablets. Hence, if you imagine writing on a stone tablet with a chisel or something like that, I don't know what is used to write on a stone tablet, to be honest, but you would actually find it very comfortable to write from right to left, because then you would see what letters are you forming on the stone tablet. So again, it's quite practical. And now we are arriving to the question, why write from left to right when there are some wonderful other methods like writing from top to bottom or from right to left? And indeed, it seems to come from the fact that when a right-handed person is writing with ink, then it's crucial that you don't touch the ink with your hand, because it will just mess up the whole thing. So it's a good idea to form the letters from left to right and leave the ink to dry. And in such a way, it's actually very practical to imagine why one would start writing from left to right, isn't it? Now, most languages in the world are written from left to right. Especially is this the case with languages that are using the Latin alphabet. But by the way, there is one fun fact that the English language, the most spoken language on planet Earth, was also written from right to left once, but eventually the old system was replaced with Latin alphabet and people started writing it from left to right. The first two languages that come to mind when you think of languages that are written from right to left are Arabic and Hebrew. And the Persian and the Urdu languages are using also forms of the Arabic alphabet to write the language. And there are many others. Most of the world's top to bottom languages are from Asia, as we already mentioned. These include Chinese, certain Korean dialects, also certain Japanese dialects. But here things get messy because some dialects in those languages also are written in all kinds of directions, and we won't get into that currently. I hope that this video inspired you to think about languages and not take them for granted. And the next time when you're writing your language from right to left or left to right, be conscious that it's for a practical reason and it's something that is good to know. Until the next time.